Hey, Carrie Spratley here. I want to talk to you today about the idea of ME, CFS, and relationship to some key ingredients that could help improve the quality of life for those who are struggling with this illness. First, I want to address some of the key things that hold people back from the best version of themselves in relationship to activities of daily living, their family life, post-exertion malaise, sleep, cognitive function, orthostatic tolerance, pain, fatigue, allergies, headaches, and digestive imbalances, just to name a few. There are 836 million Americans, 2.5 million Americans who are combating this particular illness. There's a lot of research out there that puts it in the lane being very similar to an autoimmune response in the body where there's antibodies attacking its own tissue, systems, and organs. It doesn't really matter where it derives from, but what we want to make sure that we address is how we get you to have a better quality of life regardless of where it comes from. But we want you to know there is hope. There is hope for healing. There is hope for you to restore the imbalance for what's happening on the inside of your body. And I am a person who has battled an autoimmune illness for 10 years, so I know how you feel. And I want to share some key ingredients, some products with you that not only helped me work in the direction of more and more wins than losses with my health, and how I believe these key ingredients can also help you restore some of those imbalances and get you on to a better place of living, truly living your best life, not survival mode, actually thriving. Wouldn't that be awesome? Wouldn't you just want to love to thrive in your life? There's a lot of things that point to, of course, there is some sort of breakdown in the body in relationship to the immune system. Clearly, the immune system with ME, CFS is compromised. Okay, there's no doubt about that. So one of the things that we know is that genetically you're most likely predisposed. With those genes, when you add in our North American Western diet, you've got breakdown, you have compromise in the immune system, okay? And you likely have had a condition, and still do, called leaky gut. So what is designed to transport our waste out of our bodies, our intestines, our gut, is actually compromised. There are holes in those intestinal walls, and the contents of our gut is leaking out into the body. While there might not be full autoimmune response and full antibody attack, that doesn't matter. There's certainly something happening, and it's important to learn how to navigate and work toward fixing that. I'm not promising to treat or cure your disease. I want to show you a proven system of ingredients that are helping so many people, and it seems selfish to not make sure that you know about how those things can help you. So first, I want to talk about a couple of ways that we restore the immune system, starting in the gut. One of the very first things that you can do is improve the quality of what is happening in the environment within the gut. And so Plexus has a product called BioCleanse. This is vitamin C, sodium bicarb, and magnesium, key essential minerals that we are deficient in, set our environment up to be more acidic. What we want to do is make it more oxygenated and more healthy so that your good bacteria are thriving, and then it's giving the environment for the unhealthy pathogens like waste and yeast and exit strategy out of the body, because we know that yeast overgrowth allows the gut to become thinner and thinner and thinner, where it's perforating those holes and creating leaky gut. So anything that we can do to restore that balance with the yeast component, the better. And setting up the environment, first of all, so that those things can, so the good guys can thrive and the bad guys are given an exit strategy, that has to happen. So we first set up the environment to thrive. The next thing that we're going to do is we're going to go in with this probiotic. This is what I call a super ninja probiotic. It's got 5 good strains of good bacteria. So it's called Probio 5, 5 good strains of good bacteria. But what makes this probiotic unique and different are a couple of things. First of all, these good bacteria are what we call bioavailable. They make it to the place in your body that is needed, and when it gets there, it's still alive. A lot of probiotics in the market that have high cultures, 50,000, 80,000, 100 billion CFU counts, those are alive cultures, but the reason why they have them so high is because by the time they make it into your digestive system and where they're needed, they've died because they're live cultures. What this probiotic offers is freeze-dried live cultures. That means they're bioavailable. That means they arrive and they're actually usable. That's what bioavailable means. It's usable by the body. What a novel concept. Not all probiotics are created equal. The other thing that makes this very unique is that it has enzymes that are going to break down the wall that surrounds the yeast in the body. So it has antifungal component to not only break down the wall, but also get in there and penetrate and kill off those bad guys. We want about 85% good bacteria, and we want 15% yeast balance in the body. Yes, there's a fair balance. Most people, especially for what you're struggling with, that ratio is flip-flopped. You've got 85% bad and only 15% good, if you're lucky. So this is a great way to flip-flop that ratio and get your good guys going in there and simultaneously shrink off those bad guys. Another component is with the immune system that Plexus offers this is another freeze-dried live cultured probiotic. There's 8 strains in these cultures of probiotics, good bacteria. Specifically, there's 274 research studies to those particular 8 strains in reference to the signal that is going from the gut to the brain. So when we have imbalances with our mood, with our stress, with anxiety levels, those are because we're lacking certain bacteria. They've proven scientifically that those 8 strains are typically missing for people who have imbalance in relationship to that gut-brain transmission. Not only are those 8 additional strains going to strengthen your immune system, make them even stronger, but they're really going to impact that gut-brain connection for our mood, for our ability to have a fantastic, great mood. We call it a chill pill. Very calming, very effective, and strengthening to the immune system. Another thing that you combat with CFS is you don't sleep very good. Typically what happens is, as we've got some hormonal imbalances that are in relationship to that, our blood sugar, we are missing a lot of key omega fatty acids. So a great way to fill in that gap is to do an omega. And this particular omega is plant-based. It's called Mega X. It's going to deliver omega 3, 6, 9, 5, and 7. What I love about 5 and 7 is they're very restorative to the cortisol hormone, that stress hormone in our body. I take mine at bed, and it's very, very calming, gives you a whole other layer of deep sleep like a teenager in the month of July kind of sleep. Sleep good. The area that we're deficient in typically is omega fatty acids. So that's a great way to help combat that deficiency in the body in relationship to your illness. Another area that we can combat inflammation, so pain, what you're struggling with, is by another omega that Plexus offers. This is called Ease. So this is a natural solution to inflammation. This delivers omega 3, 6, 9. It comes from a shellfish. It's farmed out of New Zealand. It's called the green-lipped mussel. Turmeric, eterol, great ingredients that help combat inflammation. Because it is omega and because there's a lot of research to omega-3s, they are very healing to the lining of the digestive wall. So we're going to do everything to combat the incidents where we have those holes in the gut by sealing them back up, by combating that inflammation with those omega-3s. Very, very powerful to healing. Another component that we want to address is the idea of the amount of sugar regulating in our blood. That has control over our energy, our sleep, our hormones, our ability to smile that's non-manufactured, your ability to just feel good. Get through your activities of daily living. Be vibrant. Be present with your family. Combat that fatigue that you have. We're going to do that by controlling and balancing the amount of sugar regulating in your blood. And we're going to do that with this guy right here. It's called Plexus Slim. Obviously, the branding is to a healthy weight. The clinical studies are for those who drink 2 per day. It does help them achieve a healthier weight. But primarily the focus is not weight. Primarily the focus is to get through a plant-based combination of ingredients, the amount of sugar regulating in your blood to a healthy balance that will help your blood pressure levels, your cholesterol levels, your lipid levels, your inflammation in your body, your ability to smile and feel good. All those things are derived from a healthy, balanced blood sugar. I want you to know that if you are struggling for weight, this can help you, but it doesn't induce fat loss unless a person has an unhealthy fat level on the body. So no primary focus, plant-based, balance the blood sugar, get your body feeling better. Another component that we have out of balance with ME/CFS is two key hormones in our body, our adrenaline hormone and our cortisol hormone. So those two things are very, very powerful and are out of balance for a lot of people in our society. So Plexus has a product, this is called MetaBurn. This is 7 key ingredients that help restore the imbalance to our adrenaline and our cortisol. That will help with your focus, so your cognitive function, your mood, your ability to smile, your ability to feel good, your energy, your stamina. For those of you who are struggling with a healthy weight in relationship to where we store weight when those hormones are out of balance, our waistline, our butt, our hips, our thighs, this will help induce and help shrink those areas down if your body is out of balance in relationship to that. But if you don't have unhealthy fat in those areas, you're not going to get that side benefit, so don't worry. The primary focus is mood, stamina, energy, and focus. I mean, who wouldn't want that, especially with what you're navigating? The last topic I'm going to talk about is very, very important. Whether you have ME/CFS or not, everyone is not getting the key ingredients that we need, the key vitamins and minerals that we are deficient in because of our North American Western diet, and simply because no matter how clean, crunchy granola you eat, you're still lacking key vitamins and minerals. And so I promote this multivitamin. I'm going to promote this for you for 2 reasons. First of all, you're probably pre-genetically disposed, and it's really important when you're pre-genetically disposed to illness that you make sure that everything is going into your body is whole food sourced. This is a whole food sourced multivitamin, okay? You're going to get all those key vitamins and minerals that you're missing from your diet, and you're going to feel better by having those additional nutrients and minerals coming into your body, whole food source. Very, very important. If you're using a multivitamin and it's not whole food sourced and you have ME/CFS, it could be actually more toxic for your body than it is helpful. So hopefully that's a better understanding of these products, how they're helping so many people, how they can help you with what's holding you back for your balance level with ME/CFS. We can't wait for your testimony to unfold.